Good day, grade 3 learners. Welcome to our English 3 Quarter 4 Week 2 Day 1. Our topic for today's are myth, high-frequency words, retelling, making inferences, traits, and feelings. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Activating prior knowledge. Here are the common mythical creatures from the Philippines. The Capre, the gentle giant. The Diwata, the nature fairy. The Duwende, the little elf. The Tikbalang, the playful horseman. The Manananggal, the flying stargazer. Lesson Purpose Intention. Today, you will learn about retelling a myth, inferring characters' feelings and trait, high-frequency words, demonstrative pronouns, polite expressions, greetings, and math concept focusing on symmetry. Lesson Language Practice. The Philippines, like other countries, has its own mythical creatures. Though they are just make-believe, they represent our culture and beliefs. Their stories are passed on from generation to generation. Which of these mythical creatures are you most familiar with? How about the least familiar? What stories have you heard about these mythical creatures? Are there similarities, differences with our own mythical creatures from that of other countries? Here are the following answers. Familiarity. Most familiar, the Capre and Manananggal. These are iconic staples of Philippine folklore, often featured in mainstream media, movies, and school lessons regarding cultural heritage. Least familiar, the Tikbalang. While well known, it is often overshadowed by the big three, Capre, Aswang, and Manananggal, and has fewer popularized individual legends in modern urban settings compared to the others. Common stories. Capre. Stories often describe them as giant, cigar-smoking spirit living in large trees like the Balete. They aren't always seen as evil, but are known for playing tricks, such as making travelers lose their way in the woods or being lost in a Capre cigar smoke. Manananggal. Stories describe a woman who detaches her upper torso at night to fly. She is often defeated by finding her lower half and sprinkling it with salt, garlic, or ash, which prevents her from rejoining and causes her to perish at sunrise. Here are the similarities. Reading the key ideas. Before we read, let's unlock the following difficulties. Asian. It is an old or early. Illuminated, lighted, coiled, wrap around, dwelling, a house or habitat, radiant, bright, devoured or engulfed, swallowed or eaten. An eclipse happens when a planet or a moon gets in the way of the sun's light. Here on Earth, we can experience two kinds of eclipses, solar eclipses and lunar eclipses. The myth that we are going to read today will tell us what early Filipinos thought eclipses were. Let's find out how the myth explains about eclipses. The Bakunawa and the Seven Moons. Once upon a time, in the ancient land of the Philippines, Bathala, a supreme god, created 7 moons that lit up the earth. The moons illuminated each of the dark nights of the weeks, and every evening was bright and glowed with beauty because of these moons. This, however, caught the attention of one particular dragon, Bakunawa, a huge serpent-like dragon that coiled around the earth and ruled the oceans. Bakunawa lived deep in the ocean and was surrounded by darkness his whole life. Bakunawa saw the 7 moons form in the sky and was amazed. He had simply never seen such beautiful things before. He was mesmerized by the moon's radiant light and wanted to have them all. Describe Bakunawa. What do you think is he going to do with the moons? The towering and ferocious Bakunawa yearned to possess all the moons, and so one night he sprang from the pitch-black ocean and bolted towards the sky. He opened his mouth as wide as he could around one of the moons, and with one powerful swoop swallowed it all. As he did so, a huge wave of earthquake shook the ancient land of Philippines. What was the effect of what Bakunawa did to the moon? What problem did Bakunawa cause to the early Filipinos? Bakunawa returned to his dwelling, satisfied that he had devoured a moon. Unfortunately, he soon realized the moon inside him was melting away like candle wax. Bakunawa was furious. He wanted to take a moon that would last, and so the next night, Bakunawa leaped toward the sky once more and swallowed another moon. But these two melted away. Bakunawa was infuriated and let out a loud roar in annoyance. Well, there are many more moons in the sky. I will eat them all if I have to, he huffed. Night after night, he took a moon from the sky, and each time it melted away inside him. Soon, Bakunawa had devoured all but one. What do you think will happen if Bakunawa eats all the moon? What do you think the early Filipinos will do to stop him? The ancient Filipinos who suffered from the earthquakes that Bakunawa caused when he ate each moon knew they had to do something or their world would be destroyed. Finally, they thought of an idea. They had heard that the Bakunawa was afraid of loud noises, so they gathered some pots and pans and waited for the Bakunawa to appear again. One fateful night, Bakunawa sprang out of the ocean once more, and with a terrifying screech, sped towards the last moon and locked its jaws around it. Good. As Bakunawa's teeth grabbed hold of the 7th moon, the earth began to be engulfed in a deep and terrifying darkness. The ancient Filipinos ran to the ocean while banging their pots and pans, and shouted together, "Return our moon!" Bakunawa was so startled by the loud sudden noise that it spat out the seventh moon just as it was about to swallow it whole. The dragon, frightened by the loud screams and noise coming from the people on the land, hastily retreated to his caverns in the oceans while the deafening sounds grew louder and louder. The last moon now returned to the skies above, illuminated the dark skies once more, and the ancient Filipinos celebrated as the dragon hid inside his caves, waiting for another chance to gobble up the last remaining moon. Did the plan of the Filipinos work? Why do you think they succeeded? Little did Bakunawa know, Bathala had seen what he had been doing to his moons. To prevent him from even swallowing the last moon again and casting the earth in eternal darkness, Bathala planted tall bamboo trees so that Bakunawa would not be able to swallow the moon so easily. These bamboo trees look like stains or dark spots on the surface of the moon from afar. Bakunawa never gave up, as he would attempt to swallow the last remaining moon in the sky from time to time, but the people guarded the moon with their own lives and remained on alert, ready to create thundering noises for the moon's return should Bakunawa return. As long as the bamboo trees remain on the moon, the dragon will never succeed in his evil deed. Developing understanding of the key ideas then. Here are the answers to the following question. How did Bathala help Bakunawa? Bathala planted tall bamboo trees on the moon. These trees act like a shield or a cage, making it very hard for the dragon to swallow the moon again. From far apart, these trees look like the dark spots we see on the moon today. Bakunawa want to eat the moons. Bakunawa live in the dark oceans and have never seen anything so beautiful. He was mesmerized by their bright light and wanted to own them all for himself. What would have happened if they didn't succeed? If the people and Bathala didn't stop Bakunawa, he would have swallowed the very last moon. The whole world would have been left in eternal darkness, and there would be no more light at night. What value did the Filipinos show? The Filipinos showed unity and bravery. Even though they were small compared to a giant dragon, they worked together as one team to protect their world and save the moon. For our retelling and sequencing of events, here are the story retelling guide. Number 1. Who are the characters? It was Bathala, Bakunawa, and ancient Filipinos. The setting. The ancient land of the Philippines is where the story happened. It happens a long time ago. The main problem. Bakunawa was eating all the moons because he wanted their beauty for himself. He had already eaten 6 moons, and if he ate the last one, the world would be dark forever. For the resolution, the people gathered their pots and pans and made a huge thundering noise. This scared Bakunawa so much that he spat out the last moon and ran away. What are the key events? Bathala creates 7 moons to light the night. Bakunawa swallowed the moons one by one, but they melt inside him. The people realize they must make noise to scare the dragon. The people shout, "Return our moon," and bang their pans. Bathala plants bamboo on the moon to protect it. The ending. The last moon was saved and returned to the sky. Today, we can still see the stains of the bamboo trees on the moon, and Bakunawa stays hidden in his caves, afraid of the people's noise. For the lesson, the story teaches us that teamwork and courage can overcome even the biggest problems. It also shows that we must protect the beautiful things in our world together. Deepening understanding of the idea STEM. These are the steps in inferring characters' feelings. Number 1. Read the passage. 2. Look for text clues on the character's feelings and traits through his or her words, actions, thoughts, response, or attitudes. Think of a similar experience and connect the text clues with one's own experience to make an inference. From the text, infer the feelings of the characters. Number 1. The early Filipinos were able to drive away the Bakunawa. Their feelings are they felt relief. Number 2. Bakunawa realized that Bathala aided the early Filipinos in preventing him from eating the last moon. Bakunawa's feeling is or was frustrated. The moons kept on melting inside Bakunawa's body. The feeling of this character is furious. The early Filipinos experienced earthquakes whenever Bakunawa eats the moon. They felt scared and worried. The early Filipinos wanted to stop Bakunawa once and for all. The feelings were determined and bravery. Making generalization and abstraction. What have I learned today? The 3 examples of Filipino mythical creatures are Bakunawa, Bathala, and Tikbalang. The 2 vocabulary words or the feelings and traits are determined and mesmerized. The key idea about the myth, unity saves the day. When the community worked together and used their voices, they were able to protect their world from darkness. Evaluating learning. Instruction. Complete the following sentences with the correct details from the myth. Here are the expected answer. For number 1, Bakunawa. Number 2, Bathala. Number 3, earthquakes. Number 4, bamboo trees. And number 5, eclipses. Good job today, everyone. You listen well, share your thoughts, and work hard. Keep up the good work. Always remember to read and write. See you next time.